Chally, straight back to it. Saturday against Ebbsfleet. What kind of game are you expecting against them?
As with any game in this division, I expect it to be tough. They've obviously not started the season as they'd liked. It's not ideal when you get I suppose your captain sent off after 6 or 7 minutes of your opening fixture and end up with a heavy home defeat. They've then gone to Bromley on Tuesday, which is again a tough place to go and lost there. So I suppose we knew regardless it would be difficult, but with them coming and obviously having no points on the board, again in most instances that would make them more resolute. And we know we're in for, like I say, a tough afternoon. I think the way the forecast is with the weather, I don't think that's going to help in terms of strong winds and rain forecast. So it's going to be difficult. But ultimately for us, it's a game that we want to go and win. If we can win tomorrow, I think a return of 7 points from the first 3 games would be, like I say, would be great. But again, easier said than done.
I guess a bit's been made about the squad depth so far this season. After not being able to find the net on Monday, you tempted to make some changes tomorrow?
I think you're always questioning yourself around how you do it. Like I said, I think we've still got to look at things and try and find, like I say, not better combinations, but combinations that are working at a certain time. And the lads up the top end of the pitch that weren't here last year will have to, or there will be I suppose a time period where they get an understanding of other people's strengths and weaknesses. It's always hard. I think you'll question yourself back and forward as to whether you make changes, how many changes you make. I think, to be fair, the lads who I suppose haven't been in the team to start with, even when they do get in, would want a fair crack at it. So we're certainly not going to be sort of knee jerk, and every time we either don't get the result we want or aren't as efficient as we want to be, all of a sudden make wholesale changes, because, like I say, it's not what the lads coming into the team would want anyway. They'd want a fair crack at it. So we'll look at it. Again, we'll make decisions around how we think they potentially may line up, but ultimately it's about, like I say, it's about us and being better than we were, not just on Tuesday, in both games really, in that final third of the pitch.
Yeah, in terms of squad news, obviously Neil Byrne limped off just after half time, and Lewis Montrose, is there an update on him as well?
Yeah, Byrne's obviously trained this morning. We'll see how he is. Like I say, he'll want to do everything he can to make himself available to play. So again, we can afford to make a late decision on that, and if not, we've got again enough depth in the squad to be able to deal with that one. Lewis played in a friendly game last night, so played 60 just over 60 minutes, and again has trained this morning with no reaction. So that's a positive. Again, involvement wise with him, again our plan was to hopefully get him through the game last night. If we need to use him tomorrow we could, but really we want more an eye on Tuesday really, and seeing where his load's been this week and moving on from there. So like I say, thankfully no reaction. He's quite happy this morning. I think he's a lot happier than he's been over the last few weeks, and like I say, hopefully sooner rather than later we can get him back involved in the squad and playing for us, because he'll be an important player for us this season.